In this section, we'll look at rendering our project. We'll learn about preview rendering, rendering 3D with an alpha, rendering in After Effects, as well as using Adobe Media Encoder to render our files. In this video, we'll take a look at rendering to our preview. First of all, what is rendering? Well, it takes an editable file like our After Effects project, and it flattens it down to a formatted file that is typically compressed. When you render files, there are many things to consider, such as where it will be displayed and how big of a file you want. But before we go too far, let's first take a look at rendering in the preview panel. Up until now, we've been scrubbing through our timeline, but that does not give us a real sense of timing. Instead, what we'll do is render the preview. You can do that in two ways, either choosing Composition, Preview, Play Current Preview, or simply hitting the spacebar on your keyboard. As the file begins to render, you'll see green lines that indicate the frames that are being rendered to the preview. You may also notice that right now our rendering is pretty slow. That's because we have the resolution set to full. Often when I work at 1/4 of the resolution, and that allows the rendering to speed up quite a bit. Now, as I render this, I notice that I really don't need anything after about 15 seconds. So rather than rendering a bunch of black space over here to the right, I'm going to trim my composition. You can easily do that by moving your work area slider to where you want the composition to end. Then go to the Composition menu and choose Trim Comp to Work Area. And now you'll see there's no longer extra footage. I'll hit the spacebar on my keyboard and you'll see that our video is now playing in real time.